Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. As long as one will confuse himself for something, and that something can be very subtle, he will suffer. He will waver between well-beingness and suffering. So if there is no pride, one will continue to search. Because in fact there is a deep unsatisfaction, which is true. If one identifies himself for a presentation or a suggestion, he separates himself from what is, which is absolutely unshakable. I don't know if you say that in English. Unshakable, undividable, and untouchable. So let me take coffee. I will, if you like, I can say just a sentence of how one often, and even myself, I was included there, it doesn't make out, having still a search, it doesn't make out exactly what is meant by a few words, or there is a thought that it may be different states or different experiences, so that I may tell after the call. Ananda? To add that you're Ananda. It's a bit, I'm sorry, it's just 3 lines of looking like a course, but sometimes it's good to have that too. You see, why one searches? In the beginning, it's, if I can make it short, it's because he thinks he's someone. He believes in what he thinks of himself, whatever it is, but the base is that I'm born, I'm somebody, and that is a confusion with the concept of body and mind. If one is persistent with the search, he will get other experiences than what generally the body minds or the daily life give. And he may go in those space of quite undefined and yet precise since it's an experience for the somebody, for I. And let's speak of to arrive, because it was not there before, so to arrive to I am. I feel, I experience, I am in truth beingness. And there are many experiences you can have which indicate the same state. Like, now I'm aware, consciousness, or I am, not insisting on I am, but there is something there which looks eternal and permanent, that's what I am. Or beingness. All those, you see, have to be exposed in satsang to see, so that you understand that there is still an I. Even though, of course, it doesn't look like, because there is one quality which has been dropped at that time, it is the individuality. But I can be universal also. The same I can take those shapes. So I amness is even felt, perceived, known. So it's a I too much. A I which has got something glued to it. A I too much of a quality. So what has to be realized is that which is always here. But listen once for all that the mind cannot catch what it is, because it is not the result of a sensual or a sense of somebody. So it means the mind has to surrender. He has just to keep quiet. And in that quietness, that which is always here reveals itself, but not at all as an experience, which creates again a seer, an experiencer, and so on, just as it is. So, anything you want to clarify or express, welcome.
Ganga.
Yes.
Thank you for that, what you just said. Really. When you asked me 3 days before how I am, I said fine, and it's true.
Yes.
Because I know once for all.
Yeah.
And yet, there is days, and I see that there is I still.
It can appear, but you know now that you cannot eradicate that. I mean, it is glued to what appears. So it can appear, but you know that you're not even that. You can say, is the first beautiful expression of it, but you cannot say you are even that. Just by knowing. So you keep still more quiet.
And yet when you asked me, suddenly there was little doubt. I was
That's
a little
my
not so
my
satisfied.
horrible habit too. But don't listen.
No.
So this comes. Very nice. Because you see, even this experience, now you will understand, of I am, you are not aware of it when you sleep. So it is still in a very subtle seed form. It is still the I, you see. But then it is very risky because we know that I, at some point, can always explode in something else. So just know that it's the way it appears. It's not even what you are, but and you keep quiet. There is nothing else to do. Great. Yes.
Yes, this is exactly what I would like to ask for. Because I had an experience a few days ago, and I realized, okay, it's an experience, and I didn't really want to speak about it, but somehow I became busy with it, and it brought up questions. So, on one satsang I had this experience that there was seen that identification is in the mind.
Yes.
It comes together with the I, and I is of course is in the mind, and identification is imagination, and it is not the self who is identified. And I told you this that time in satsang, but I didn't have question.
Yeah.
It was just there, and it was seen, but it was not me who is speaking now, who has seen that. It was just this seeing.
Yes.
And then the next days, this seeing was there, and then I had. It's very strange because I didn't have the experience. Because it's so difficult to describe it. So then there was this peace and quietness, which was not concerned about I at all. It looked like this quietness has nothing to do with I, and I have nothing to do with quietness. There is no connection between them. And there was this peace and quietness, and then from there, different experiences like joy and extreme happiness, and this energy came. And I saw on the surface, I saw the I, this I who is speaking now, who is identified that she is a doer, and I saw the movements. But that time also it looked like that to say that I want to finish the search is just a fiction. It is an imagination because it has never been there. But but then I returned to the I who is identified and who is the doer and who wants to be with beingness. And now I even feel the beingness. It's much deeper and it's much stronger. But I can describe the whole experience because it became an experience. But it is not even in my memory. I cannot go back there. It is not in the memory. And I don't understand what's happened, because even if I say now, okay, next time I will not do it, or it is it is imagination.
Then there is no problem.
But
Why the imagination can take any shape? It's okay. You are not that.
But now I am as much identified with this I who wants to be in beingness.
Because he
more
wants
and
to be
more.
in beingness. Yes. You got fascinated by something else than the ordinary presentation. You got fascinated by
But
beingness.
that was also an experience. There, it looked like there was no I. But
In beingness there is no I. It
yeah,
looks like.
it looks.
But it's not true because you know what you live.
Yeah.
In beingness, people will say there is nobody here,
Because
and
it
so
looks
they
like-
think that's it because
Yeah,
they
I
know
have
there should
something.
be nobody in realization. So too much knowledge, no troubles. Before it was a lack of knowledge, now it's too much knowledge. But I
Yeah,
tell
it's
you,
too much.
very good. Listen, it's simple. Understand? I see what you lived. I see now that it's totally natural, that it's gone also.
Oh, it's
Listen, because you have that preference of beingness. And you see, if you give the slightest risk to a I who is disappearing, you give a food, a preference, let it be beingness, he will come back in all his glory, and there is a but. Understand, what you saw, because it's the past now,
yeah.
what you saw was all what, and it's different for everyone, but it was all what can appear when you are really going into keeping quiet to make the belief, any belief, that the presentation is real. But you grasped it
Yeah.
because of joy, because of beingness, because of a few sublime experiences. That's all. No, it doesn't matter. It may still appear, it may still not appear. But whatever is presented, don't do anything with it. It's imagination. Why should you change the imagination? You are that, which allows you to see it or to know what's going on. That's all. It is enough. What? No, you don't hear.
No.
No. Yes, you don't hear. Why? Painful?
Because I want that.
Yeah. Okay, at least you know that.
Yeah, I know.
This doesn't allow it to hear. Okay.
This is where I.
Okay. Yeah, bathe a little more. It's good also.
I want to be.
So keep quiet there.
Thank you.
It's your choice.
I know I don't want to stay there. I want to free myself. But for now, I feel I want that. I want that.
Then go there. It's better than to go maybe to bars. But this is also a bar, huh? Because it's a bar of immortality. It's a bar of immortality, much difficult, more difficult than the other bars to go away. But the proof, I mean, better, okay. I will knock at the door at some point. Please.
Ganga, when in December when I went to Holland, my sister left the body. It's my sister who is 2 years above me.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she was very strong and she left the body anyway. When I was sitting with her, I suddenly realized that what she is not died. But I also realized, and it was like a door in the heaven opened, and I said, oh, that is it. That's what it is. And then I also realized we are so busy all the time with the body,
Yeah,
paying the rent and getting the rent.
No, but it's true.
We are running around like
But that's why you have to steal a moment from this busyness.
Yeah,
Right, you are right. So nice, you even saw it with your own eyes.
Yeah, it is.
It is like that.
It is like that.
It is like that. And when you know that for certain before your own body dies, you have no fear of death.
No.
Because you know it is this envelope, nothing else.
Yeah. And then after her cremation, 2 days later, I went to Tiru, and there it went very deep. This teaching of Ramana. I read a book from David Gottman, and the power of the presence.
Yeah,
what
it's
we are
wonderful.
doing here now. Yeah, that is
Yeah, this is true.
the power of the presence of that what we are not.
Yeah.
And then and it went very, very deep. And I also went very high.
No, but it was your luck to be there. Maybe just after that,
Yeah.
to just have the help
Yeah.
of that's it, nothing else, because
And
it's not
also-
the world who will tell to you.
How
Yeah.
important it is to be in company of bodies, of people who realize that they are not the body again and again and again and again.
Right, you're right. Right,
I just
beautiful.
wanted to share it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's so true. It's like that. Yeah. Wow.
And thank you that you are available.
Oh, bah.
Because it's
You
all
know,
about that.
whose fault it is. Huh? Papaji, I mean, you know whose fault it is. No, but it's so true. But you see, it was a real blessing that you saw that, and then you kept quiet. You could keep quiet more because you went to Tiru. I mean, I know it can be busy, but if you are with Ramana, and that's the best. That's the best. Then it becomes your own reality, your own realization. You see. Don't make it a glimpse only.
meditation where mind takes me to this, I believe it's what you call the I am or I amness.
Yes.
And although I know it's not it,
Yes.
it's the I is still there, but
Yeah.
it's the quiet,
It allows to keep quiet.
yeah, it's the
Okay.
quietest I can be.
Just
so it,
keep quiet.
yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
I have a good one. Do the turn here without touching the sun. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Do a turn around that bit without touching the sun. But it's easy. No, it's not yet. Get off. I know probably how to do it. Here. Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, but if you really hard, it's a good option. I'll go.
Something funny. Can I laugh also?
Yeah, with full respect, but I do crack up also. Is that a state when I really completely crack up, trying being understanding this?
Because
Yeah.
I was. You
Sometimes
crack up where.
laughing. Very,
in laughing. Yeah.
What is the state? It is.
You ask it after the laughter.
Yeah. It's what after the laughter?
Yeah, because in the laughter, is there any mind?
No.
No,
Exactly.
You
That's why
can laugh only when there is no mind.
Exactly. That's
But
where
still there is a but, because after the laughter you ask this question, so you have to understand.
Yeah, it happens not here just when I'm.
But with Osho you must have cracked a lot.
No, not actually.
Ah.
More now.
Well, now.
Yeah, that's.
You have to understand, you see, I am freed from my mind, so I can laugh. But of course, it doesn't mean that every time you are not with your mind, you will laugh. Because some people make a practice. They heard that and then laugh and then it doesn't become natural.
No, that's not what I meant.
And you know also it is not a result of anything.
No.
It's not the result. This is a consequence of a moment of being freed from your mind.
Yes.
But you see, the real freedom of the mind is not only that it's not there, but to see that it's unreal.
And in the laughter, I don't see that.
No.
Absolutely not.
So, to see that, you have to go back to the source, keep quiet. Only with this real keeping quiet, it will be obvious.
Yeah, that's right.
So you see what I mean?
Yeah, I see when I really laugh, crack up.
You come back to laugh.
Reading, seeing, understanding what you say, all of a sudden I just...
It's fun, it's so
but then, of course, there is not the awareness that there's
so
no mind.
you see what I gave you another direction now, explaining that you don't know exactly, you are not aware of.
No.
It doesn't give you any realization, in fact.
No.
Okay, because to realize who you are is not only to have no mind.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
I just repeat, but you got it now. Very good.
Yeah.
So, to see that you are not mind and not no mind, you have to go back to the source of this so-called mind, which is I. Let it disappear as a belief. How? Keeping quiet there, in that direction.
That makes sense, because in the laughter is no mind, but that you cannot, yeah. Yeah.
No, but still
Yeah.
laugh. It's always
Yeah.
nice anyway.
Yeah.
Don't laugh, but know what's going on. That's what you see in satsang, I prefer instead of silence, even though I love it. But if it is not real silence, I prefer tell what's going on, because generally one identify with those things. Or if there is a doubt about it, it's always better to clean up rather than to keep in a corner, vigilant that it doesn't appear. It's better to see the nature of things. And anyway, it's only in the mind that there are corners, drawers, and things appearing and disappearing. So all that is a good movie. Good movie. Quite concrete because the body is included. You have to ask. I prefer asking than, but of course it has to come clear to ask. What so many things. Yes.
What you said, like in the beginning, it's really exactly somehow, like I see after the last satsang that we spoke about attachments. And
Yes.
I say actually what takes me back to believe is desires and attachments.
Yes.
And somehow I feel like it's a time that I'm breaking attachments. After what we spoke, I feel like
No,
there is...
don't break. Don't break, it's of no use. You will become detached.
Not in the sense of detachment,
Okay.
like in the sense of seeing that it's the beliefs of I, it's the beliefs of the mind, and not in trying to transform the mind.
Okay.
Just
Okay, good.
like really, I had like a first experience. I saw from where it's the direction, from where the I.
Voilà.
But this, when I speak like breaking attachment, it's like not to believe again, in what was there before.
Yeah, but how you will do that? How you will not believe again? There is one direction for that. Who has this desire? So you don't touch attachment or desire. Who cares? It can be there, it can disappear if you don't feed it, but it can also stay and be fulfilled. But who has this? Who? I. Who am I? Go back to the source. Keep quiet. Even a second is enough. Only that does the job. All other practice, they will give you some result, some state, but then it is still in the imagination.
Can I tell you one? Because when you spoke about preferences, I could see my preference is to feel this expansion, this amazing, incredible, which I've never been there.
Yeah, it's true. So go back, you see, and let it appear also. Why not also? But no, okay, I see it. It doesn't matter, but know that it's because before you were restricted, and now you know expansion, which of course blows up a lot of things. But keep quiet from where all this appearance comes. Yeah, of course, there is a shift of preferences, and it's also graceful. It is also graceful because the direction is good. But don't stop at any platform, even during that direction.
Ganga,
Yes.
so it's really enough what you just said now, because I go through a phase of hopelessness and helplessness.
Yeah.
But I, again and again and again, oh.
I don't know any other help. And keep quiet. Allow a moment of keeping quiet, because you don't need to repeat it a lot. Many times you may repeat it during the day, but I mean not like a mantra. The importance is not who. The importance is where who brings you. The importance, the essential is to keep quiet, where it leads you.
Whenever I catch myself.
Yeah. No, great. I mean,
And it's more.
then what else? Or you take it at once. You are that and bas. I mean, or you do that. Second best, as Master says, second best. There is no difference also. But of course it needs understanding to really see that the essential of that direction. So if one is not clear about that, please ask. And be clear about why it is so important and so on. Also, you see, when I know those space of something else than what senses bring, or even the intellectuality bring, he wants so much to free himself to attain this realization that he still prefers to rest in beingness than simply to hear, let it appear, let it disappear. It's still in that imagination. So it's a kind of, it looks safer than to rest somewhere else. So it is true in a way, because only when you know this indication, even this feeling of beingness, you can hear something else. That's what I say. It's all imagination, and yet there is some grace there, you see? Because that experience allows it to want to or keep quiet or to just see, oh, I'm still busy. So it's graceful. How is Tulsi?
Thank you.
Yeah?
I just want to be quiet in the middle of the noises.
Yeah, sure. And you know how to do that?
Sometimes I can, I feel I can,
Yeah.
and sometimes not.
Yeah, sure. But go back
Go on
there.
then.
Go back there. Yeah. Very good.
It's very difficult.
It's an idea, it's a concept, you see, because we had a concept of so many other things, so suddenly to take another direction looks very difficult, but all that are concepts. Yeah, so when you say it's very difficult, don't listen.
Okay.
It's not difficult, it's already, you are already yourself, so not easy maybe because, of course, of this.
Because I have to be a mother and the end of the day, I have to be quiet.
Yeah, of course. Very good, you give a time for that. Very good. The fire will do, don't worry.
Thank you.
How are you? I'm so sorry. Louise? No. Louise? No. Denise? What?
Connie.
Huh?
Connie.
Connie.
When you said in the beginning, the mind has to surrender, that really resonated with me because I think lately I've been working on that a lot.
Okay.
And contemplating it, and, you know.
Yeah.
And then every time this same thought comes back that, yes, but then what? Yes, but then what? And I also try to.
Okay.
So that's more or less.
Yeah, okay. You are busy with self-inquiry, in fact. The best, if you have to be busy with something, this is the best.
Yeah, it's true. I know that I'm busy with it.
Yeah, but it's at least it's acceptable for the wise, this busyness.
And it's difficult because it's really, I think I said it before, it's frustrating, but now I accept the frustration. But even then, it's all the time, yes, but then what, yes.
Yeah, but you know, frustration, you say frustration because before there was something better, and or an expectation better. An expectation is enough, and all that are concepts. So you have not to accept an imagination. No, you just have to see, oh, it's part of my past beliefs, which bound me. You see, that's all. That's all. Yeah. Acceptation is not allowed. Not allowed. and Maya. You knew I will ask
Yes.
you. Huh? You should have hidden somewhere.
So I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just sometimes I feel quiet and suddenly my mind feels frightens. Very
And
frightened.
so what you
And I just I don't know what to say. I'm just
big
tired
change?
of this mind.
Yes, tired or you are tired, and that makes you more and more strong not to listen to it.
Yeah.
And no, it's pure imagination of the past.
Yeah.
You have to free yourself from this tyranny of the past. And the way is like that. Who has this that? Who has seen that? From where I'm come from. Yeah. It's a period of time of terrible tapas. Tapas means penance. It looks like the worst penance. People think it's to be on the head for all day and to put stones in their limbs and whatnot. I mean, or to fast. I'm sorry, but as a practice, to fast and or to do things like that. It's nothing. This is the worst penance, but at least there is the result that the hypnotism is washed away. Ah.
What a relief.
Oh. And you are sure of that?
About
You have no doubt that this is the indication to follow?
no, I have no doubt.
Okay, great.
Sometimes it comes, but
But you
I
will-
know
You don't listen.
even if I
Okay.
get caught.
Yeah, but then you go
but
back.
I know that
Okay.
it's more and more.
Yeah,
I
great.
know more and more.
Don't waver here.
That even if I'm caught into it,
Yeah, you go
I will
back.
go back.
Okay, good. Good, good.
At
Good.
least I want to go back.
Yes, excellent,
So-
excellent, excellent. Mhm. Nanda. So you have not to search for it because it's here already.
Ganga, if I come here, it's a proof that I still search for it. Otherwise, why I would come?
Oh, I can imagine that one comes because it just loves to have more than a split second of quietness in his daily life. So where do you place yourself? It's very strange. It's this subject that we don't know what it is. For some reason, I don't think there is a day since I knew that direction, and I'm not the only one. We don't speak about it. We don't try to speak about it. So we can call it such an attraction. And so there was a time, of course, of search, but even when the search and the seeker are gone, it is still such an attraction.
even I must remind me when I am engaged in that inquiry
Yeah.
that it's not in order to obtain something.
It is what?
It's not in order to reach something.
Yeah.
Then, because I have that, or I had that in me,
Yeah.
that it was in order to obtain something,
Yes.
to reach something.
Yes.
Then, even not really constant, but
Yeah.
there's something there.
Okay.
That,
That movement is there.
that movement is there, and I take it. I'm aware of it.
It's okay.
Then
It's
I
the
must take care
past.
that it's not in order to reach something. When you do that, I do that.
Yeah.
It's in order to be there.
Yes. To
Then it's
to
because
just.
somehow the search is there. Somehow.
But you can't search. Once you really are clear that it is not through the mind, it is not something you will get in the future or even now in the time, and it was not there before. See, it is not all these movements of the mind. It is not through all these movements. So you keep quiet because you are always that. So you have not to acknowledge it, you have not to... You just keep quiet means the mind, you don't listen to the mind, that's all. It is enough.
But in somehow, just talking now, it somehow is a conviction. I cannot really be clear about that, otherwise I would realize it, or not.
Yeah, or otherwise you just keep quiet. Realization, we never know when it dawns on you, but you can keep quiet. It's the same, in fact, of course. Now you may appreciate more, or you may appreciate what he meant, Nisargadatta Maharaj, because others I've not seen they expressed it. He said, his master said to him, he did a lot of things, okay? And then his master said, you are that. He took it kept him quiet. He understood something. It kept him quiet. And he said, he could say that later on, and after 3 years, the self realized itself. So, keep quiet is essential. Self will realize itself on the spot 10 years later, even at the time of death. Who cares? Who cares? If we keep quiet, we don't expect anything. It's the best. So come again. Good sign. Huh? I like to laugh also. It's nice. You also love to laugh?
I live next door to Charlotte.
She laughs alone? You hear her laughing? Oh, wow! That's getting... It's a lot to run laughing also. You want to run?
Run?
Yeah, you can run around the theater and you laugh. This would be very nice.
You want me to go out?
Yeah, you run a little bit.
Now?
Yeah. And you come back. Just 3 times. Is that a joke? Yeah. It's lovely.
Bye, Ganga.
It's great. It's very nice. She laughs on it. Laughing? No. Yes.
When I woke up, I remind myself I'm not the body. And
But when you wake up, you have not to do anything.
the mind started. And then I remind myself I'm not the mind, not the body. And I'm already free. And this I have to do it sometimes.
There's too much talk, huh? But, okay, why not? Okay, and then?
There's some kind of
it helps. It's a support. You didn't laugh that much. It
Yeah,
has
why
gone.
actually? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was why.
Yeah, because
Why? I don't know.
you don't like maybe to have been sent away.
I didn't really feel to send away because I can come back, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Now you will laugh again. So fine. Brahman.
That's a
Brahman.
kind of dust.
Huh?
That's a piece of dust.
A piece of thought.
Dust.
A dust. So dust, yeah, to say
Toast.
I woke up to my mind and body, I'm free already. But it's okay.
It's more like I'm not quiet after the talk.
But you should.
Yeah.
Split second quiet. Quiet means you go in the direction of your last word and keep quiet a split second. I mean, it's...
So there's still some attachment to the state.
You think so.
I think
If you go back to the mind, it makes it complicated. Huh? That's sure. So reduce in a Zen way. Zen. Very minimalist. 2-3 words of support. Enough. Because all the rest is really jungle of the mind. Huh?
Through your view, can we consider that love, compassion, and breathing lead to keep quiet?
No, because you are busy with love and compassion. It doesn't lead to keeping quiet. Because love and compassion means they are others. Not at all.
But we don't think. You cannot think if you think about thinking that mental process.
No thinking is no realization. No thinking is another state of mind which gives you some relief. But we are here in a school of self-realization.
And breathing. What about
Breathing, but you naturally breathe, no?
But, because you talk about Zen. In Zen they propose that.
Yeah, but I'm not Zen. You should see the way I live. I'm not Zen. I love Zen, but it's very difficult once you are focused on how to breathe normally. It's very difficult. You get more into trouble. You have such a good smile. Very good. Okay, very good.
My smile, I think it says that you could say more than what you said. If you want, you are not.
You see, now you see, if you are even in a Zen way, busy with breathing or walking consciously and all that, very good. It brings, of course, some other experiences than before and some new insights and all that. But always, what is forgotten to question? the meditator, the breather, the walker.
But in somehow that process, it must disappear also.
But then you think it is disappearance which is important. It's not about appearance and disappearance. It's about seeing, realizing, clicking that it's not about the mind. That the mind is unreal. That's all. Whatever shape that mind has, let it be Zen, let it be any shape, no mind, let it be anything. It's all unreal, it's all covering one thought so before. So that's why I tell you, all the practices, they will lead to the opposite of what one was troubled with. But still it's an opposite. What about the one? The one. The one. De ouragan pour us. Oh, that's it. Does look like this. This looks like something. No, is it like this? No,
Yes.
it's always like this.
No.
No. Is it okay with like
Yeah,
this?
yeah. It's a test.
It's so strange. So, welcome to Satsang. Voilà. Satsang. Satsang. The company of what's real in Sanskrit. The company of what's real means you are always in the company of what's real because it is what you are. But the mind, your mind, and the senses of your body will never be able to catch it. So we keep quiet before any movement of the mind and let the movements of the mind appear or disappear, but we know we see it, so we are prior before movements. That's what we are really. So when you close your eyes, you may see a few things thoughts or lights or whatever. You see them, so you are not what you can see. So keep quiet in the one who can see things. Very good. Oh. Wow. And I don't have anyone.
Thank you.
Prasad. Voilà.
Thank you.
Allez,
Thank you. Thank you.
voilà. Cool. And what's that? Huh?
It's from locals for
Ah. For the big ones. You go to it. It's there. Ah, so sweet. She's really quiet, huh?
No. Apple. Apple. Yeah, apple chips. Was mit der Apfel?
I noticed that there is some clarity for me about I am already who I am.
Yeah.
I keep quiet when there's a movement. I don't go with the movement. And in this moment of not following the movement, keeping quiet, I am who I am. What's
It must be not, otherwise you would not ask a question. Why you... Oh, listen, you speak, okay, you said it okay about keeping quiet, but then why you caught this question?
because
It will
of
be solved if there is an answer to this question. You will get more realized.
well, what puzzles me is the expression, then we wait until the
No, I said if you wait, you don't keep quiet. What is waiting? A movement of the mind. Still expecting that it's not here now. So you still listen to the talk of the mind. You have to keep quieter than that. Quieter than to catch the expectation. You don't understand, huh?
Yeah, but what confuses me is the expression, we wait till the self reveals
I didn't
itself.
say wait. I just exposed. Because many keep quiet. Many keep quiet. And yet, a sage said so. So I just say. not to give a new concept. I say don't go into expectation. Otherwise you don't keep quiet. What is really keeping quiet? Not to grasp I in any shape. Mhm. You see, when one keeps quiet, generally there is still a kind of going and coming, even though he knows by knowledge that it's the mind. But still there is some. Okay. So when all that disappears. But for that you have to keep quiet. No.
No matter what, it's all thrown off, right? Or thrown away. Nothing works.
Be sure of it.
Yeah.
You mean nothing works
Yeah.
to make you
Yeah.
realize?
Yeah.
Nothing works.
Nothing works.
Nothing works. It's good to try, but I think everybody who came here already tried so many things, attained quite a few states which look nice, and maybe there was a doubt if it is real or not. But if it is a result of anything, it will be impermanent, you see. Even the sensation of beingness and eternity and whatnot, you see, is impermanent experience. Whatever you know, by any means, whatever you can describe, it's an expression, it's the mind. So you are that, from where all this comes and disappears. There is no way out, and that is always there, you cannot miss it. It looks like one misses it because he is grasping a movement of the mind. That's all. That's all. Whatever it is. Is it clear? At least you hear it clearly? Or you still want to see if it is, for you, if it is 100% clear that the mind will not bring you there. It can't. You have to see, you see, the mind comes from somewhere. It appears from somewhere. That's what you are. The somewhere is what you are. It appears and disappears there. So it cannot give you any news because it disappears there and appears from there. And it's illusory by nature. So it's like pure imagination.
In that sense, is a link.
There is no link because there is only yourself, you see, but that is the realization. And before one has to speak of illusion or illusory reality for the sake of indicating. Indication can be by many means, you see. It can be through indication through words. It can be through a silence of being not busy with the mind. It can be through, some people say, look or touch. There are many indications. But they all come from the same non-confusion, same source.
From the point of view of the self, the mind is a link.
There is no mind for the self. That's what I say. There is not a thing called mind for the self.
Then we call mind landing on something, owning something in that sense.
Mm.
In the sense of my question and your answer.
Yeah, but your question is put by whom?
It's put by who?
Yeah. By which somebody? Somebody who thinks he is a body mind?
I think so, but
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Yeah. So to that one, it's good to say, to go back, who is asking the question? No question, no solved question will do.
Let's just follow your movement. That's okay.
And yet, as somebody who asks a question, there needs a kind of emptying a bit this crowded mind, you see, giving up many concepts. So in that way I say, ask the questions which really are concerned with research and that probably may not make you or didn't make you so clear that you don't ask questions anymore. Very important, very important. Everything is important, but that's the way satsang is, and it's different for everyone. The ways are different for everyone.
The question was in the sense you told that go back from where the mind comes, and the mind always falls in what is. Then,
Yeah, keep quiet.
in that sense, I see that as a link.
Yeah, but there is no link.
On the image.
There is no link. You go, I explain you. You place yourself here. You ask a question from here, and then you hear and you understand and you go back to the source. Where is the link with the self? This is pure imagination, still. And yet, since you believe you have a form, you have to do that. You don't try to understand the self. The self is not understand. We can only understand what belongs to the concept of body-mind. That's all. We can be only clarified up to there. That's all. And it needs some clarification, means emptying a bit the box of concept of body-mind to hear how important, or in fact, yes, it's I is the root cause of all this. So let's go back from where it arose, let's go back from where they believe I is real arose. Thank you very much.